Alright, this video I'm going to be making a really nice and delicious, simple elixir that's going to really help my body stay anabolic and really help my body regenerate and rebuild. So in my blender I already have about 16 ounces of hot water, a couple tablespoons of coconut oil, a couple tablespoons of Irish moss, and a tablespoon of honey. And then I also added 2 scoops of this whey protein powder, cold processed from all grass-fed cows. Now, I already added this because I started a previous video and kind of messed up, so I had to somewhat start over kind of about a fourth of the way through. So that's what we have so far: whey, we have some hot water, we have coconut oil, Irish moss, honey. So the next ingredient I'm going to add is going to be a tablespoon of vanilla powder. Now, the synergy of the whey and the vanilla powder is really going to make this drink nice and creamy and milky, and really we can blend a lot of other things into this, and that flavor is still going to be dominant. It's going to be really awesome in conjunction with the next ingredient, which is Dandy Blend. Now if you don't have any Dandy Blend, if you have, say, cacao or something like that, you could use that, but for this drink I'm actually just going to dump in the rest of the bag because I need to buy some more. So that's going to be the major flavor profiles in this drink. It's going to be the bitterness from the Dandy Blend and the reishi extract, and then the creaminess, the milkiness from the vanilla and the whey protein. So now I'm going to take about a level tablespoon of reishi extract, put that in there. Now the next ingredient is going to be some pine pollen powder. It's because this is a really anabolic food, known to be concentrated, enriched with androgen hormones like testosterone, DHEA, etc. So I'm going to add a nice tablespoon of that. There's also complete protein and really helps the body regenerate and rebuild. So the next ingredient is going to be a new thing for me that I've just been reading about over the last couple of days, and that's L-Glutamine. And I've been reading about the benefits of supplementing with this amino acid. Now, from what I've been researching, there's really no toxicity, there's no side effects, other than occasionally some people get an upset stomach. But L-Glutamine is an essential amino acid that our body's already producing, so there's really seemingly not much room for any kind of weird side effects. Although I did read that people who are pregnant shouldn't take it for different reasons, but obviously I'm not pregnant, so I didn't read too much into it. But if you are pregnant, you should probably read about this or talk to your doctor before taking it. But basically what this does is helps the body stay anabolic. So there's anabolism and catabolism. Catabolism is where you're breaking down, where you do a fast or a cleanse, and your body starts to literally eat itself and digest itself so that you can remove things. Or if you start to work out really hard, your tissues break down and get catabolic. But if you want them to stay anabolic, meaning to rebuild and regrow and regenerate, you need to obviously rest, recuperate, eat the right foods, and nourish yourself in the right way. But also supplementing with L-Glutamine has been shown to really help with that, because that's the amino acid the body's really using to rebuild muscle. But also I've been reading that the amino acid can really help rebuild intestinal tissues and tissues in the digestive tract. It's also been shown to really help out with mood and mental functions. Also, one of the most cool things that I read was that over a period of, I think, 3 to 4 weeks of supplementing with this amino acid, people were able to see growth hormone increases of like 400%, which is pretty awesome. And the list goes on and on and on. If you want to know about it, Google L-Glutamine benefits, and you will see some pretty cool stuff that will make you want to take it. And this bottle here is like 11 ounces, it was like $15, and is gonna last a while. There's like 70 doses in here, so it lasts a couple months, and really just help the body stay anabolic and rebuilding. And I'm just really looking for this right now because, let's see, the dose is about a heaping teaspoon, so I'm gonna do about a tablespoon and hope that it doesn't taste funky and ruin the taste of this drink. But I guess we'll find out. So yeah, just look it up and read about it, and if you're someone who's trying to stay anabolic and trying to really regenerate, it's something you might want to look into. Whether you're a bodybuilder or not, it doesn't matter. I think if you look at the benefits, you can see that a lot of people would benefit just from supplementing. And obviously, I'm not a bodybuilder, and when you read about it, you'll see bodybuilding forums and things like that, but realize that it has many other applications outside of that context. So the next ingredient I'm going to add is a couple squirts of English toffee stevia. And the next ingredient is going to be a couple scoops of, not scoops, but squirts of the Elixir minerals. Now I'm doing about 4 or 5, 6 in here, just because when you do the dropper, it hardly comes up all the way. Sometimes I just literally dump in a few ounces, but for the sake of the video, just squirt it. And I really like these minerals because they have a high absorption rate and they're angstrom in size, meaning that your body is actually able to use them. There's a lot of mineral supplements on the market. Sure, you can just take it in, but usually, how bioavailable is it? Unless it's from obviously a food source or some sort of intelligent source like this. So I've been doing these minerals from this company for a couple months and been having really good results so far. So one ingredient that I did forget was going to be Astragalus extract. So I'm going to do about a teaspoon of Astragalus extract. Now what I like about this extract, actually no, it's not kimchi, I just put it in this jar. What I like about Astragalus out of the whole herbal world is that it tastes good. Which many herbs are kind of bitter, kind of earthy, kind of pungent, and they don't really have that awesome of a flavor sometimes, especially for people who are new and who aren't used to herbs. Now where I'm at, I can handle bitter. I can take a tablespoon of reishi extract, stir it up in a drink of water, and down it and be fine. But a lot of people who are brand new, it's not always doable. Gotta mix it with honey, gotta mix it with nut milk, gotta mix it with elixir, whatever. Astragalus tastes good. I like to just sometimes take it and just eat it right out of the jar. Because the powder's so fine that it just dissolves in your mouth and you get almost like instant absorption. Because the powdered extracts are so fine, so absorbable, and so usable. Which is important because sure, you can have great herbs, you can have great quality herbs, but unless you can actually get the stuff that you need out of it, it's pointless. So Astragalus is something you can add a lot to drinks, you can add a lot to anything, and it has like a sweet, sour, just really nice flavor. And for the scope of this drink, it's a chi tonic, meaning it's going to help tone up the functionings of the spleen system, which can govern muscle and tissue growth and regeneration. And really it's associated with the earth element, which you look at kind of just in a generic way, in a broad way. What does the earth do? Generally you put things in, it transforms them, and then it spits things out. So for example, rain, nutrients, minerals, all these things go into the soil, the earth transforms them into usable components, and then what happens? Plants shoot out. So you gotta take that imagery and apply it into your body, to the functioning of the stomach, to the spleen, to the pancreas, to the small intestine, large intestine. And what do those things do? You put things in, it gets broken down, transformed, turned into usable things, and then what happens? You grow tissue, you grow a body, you're actually able to keep going, keep living, and not go anabolic, or not go catabolic, but actually stay anabolic. So I'm going to blend this up. I'll be back to let you know how it tastes. Alright, so here I am with my finished product. As you can see, or you can't see because of the angle, it's nice and foamy and frothy. Did I say foamy and frothy? I meant foamy and frothy. It really tastes good. And honestly, and thankfully, the L-Glutamine did not come to the party and crash it. Actually has, I can't even tell that it's in there, so thumbs up for the L-Glutamine. I was reading a little bit more about it off camera, and it's pretty awesome. So I highly recommend you look it up and research it, because it's something I'm going to be doing a bit more of, and something I was inspired by actually Tim Ferriss, the author of the 4-Hour Work Week. On his Twitter he was talking about it, and he was talking about doing like 80 grams of this amino acid per day, which teaspoon is like 4.5 grams, so a tablespoon would be 13, 14-ish grams. That's a lot. It's like 5-ish tablespoons, maybe more. Anyways, it's my elixir. It's going to really help me stay anabolic from the benefits of the whey, which is an anabolic food, and the benefits of pine pollen and Astragalus and the L-Glutamine. One thing that would have really taken it over the top and made it even more anabolic would have been some colostrum. But as you can see, I'm all out. I need to get more, so it's just a topic for another video. If you have any questions, comments, post them below, and I'll talk to you soon.